What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and today's video is going to be going through and finally doing the M.F.O on Demon's Souls. We have finally beaten the game, and it is time to just overall talk about everything. And it's kind of hard for me to even do a spoiler, non-spoiler section, but we're gonna try. Why? You know, let's give it a fair shake. Also, after this video, we're gonna be doing a first look at a game called World Flipper. We're gonna be looking at that. It's a gacha game, but it has a pinball aspect to it, which I think would be pretty funny because it's I actually have I'll do a little story in the beginning of that video of why I really like pinball. Outside of that, I just wanted to go over this game because, as you guys know, Demon's Souls is actually a game near and dear to my heart. I'll say you know, how I came, you know, a part of it, which was actually the whole aspect of going to a GameStop randomly and them just suggesting the game and then just kind of falling in love with it, playing with friends, doing invasions, doing stuff like that. And it's like the first game that I've ever had that just literally did not hold your hand whatsoever. It's just, and it's been legendary, and it's crazy to me sometimes where I felt like Dark Souls was more notarized than Demon's Souls was, and Demon's Souls was actually the first game of the series as far as to my knowledge. If there's a game that predates that's like called something different and then made that, it's kind of like if you know Five Nights with Freddy's. Most people don't know that Five Nights with Freddy was actually not the first game that Scott Cawthon made. There was a completely another game before that actually inspired him to make Five Nights with Freddy's. So what I'm going, I guess, like the non-spoiler section, like it's pretty much a action adventure game, right? But it's just a no hand-holding game. It's pretty vicious as far as like all the quality of life. Actually, like a lot of the game is hard in Demon's Souls because of the lack of quality of life, like the constant ability to heal. Most games have a constant healing system. All the Dark Souls games have a constant healing system, but in Demon's Souls you had to farm your heals. If you wanted to go into a boss fight and be able to heal the entire fight, which you could do, you had to actually go in there and farm, or at least as you were coming up, a lot of enemies actually drop heals. You had to go farm that. So if you only had 10, that's it. Not only did you lose them all in that fight, you actually have to go back and farm it again because you now have 0, and then you have to go fight the boss again. So it was really vicious. I think it was like, damn, man, now I gotta go farm heals, I gotta farm mana if I'm a mage, I have to go repair my equipment. If your equipment breaks, it actually they kept that system in the Dark Souls games, but it was actually brutal in Demon's Souls. Like, you actually had to go repair your equipment. There's actually even a PvP where the person can break your equipment as well, and then you'd be pretty much doing no damage on your weapons, and you'd be taking increased damage because you're basically wearing nothing. It was vicious stuff, man, insanely crazy stuff. And like I said, it's an amazing game. As far as like I said, I'm trying to do no spoiler aspect of it. The game actually does have lore as well. Like, I actually, if you watch throughout the playthrough that's in the playlist, guys, check out, I do try to explain as much lore. There's actually a lore in the game. I feel like in the Dark Souls, like the lore is kind of like more hidden, and I feel like in this game it was more in your face. Demon's Souls, it was the first iteration, I guess, of the Souls lore, of doing lore in Souls games, and I feel like they didn't really pick that back up in a proper way until Bloodborne. I feel like in Bloodborne you kind of had a more direct in-your-face story, and I was thinking of that, and then I just remembered the whole Insight stuff, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. Bloodborne was some weird shit, man. Bloodborne was crazily weird. But that's all I can really do for like I guess non-spoiler without like really like not talking about what's in the game in a deeper level, because I don't know, the combat is janky, but it's meant to be janky. It's old. It's pretty much a remake of the game that it already was, so it's just them crafting, so they didn't change some of the systems. They did do quality of life stuff from the old one to this one, so if you actually played the first Demon's Souls, it's definitely a pleasure to play the newer updated graphical version of it. You'll definitely enjoy just to see a creature, like especially like the poison area. I was like, oh, look at you, you ugly motherfucker. Ah, you're so pretty now, but still ugly at the same time. It was just really great to see that, man, and I think that anyone would enjoy that. And I just realized that I still have the freaking chroma on. Let me not have myself all beady and stuff like that. Now let's talk about spoilers, because I think it's just easier to go in and go deep dive into some of the things that I guess I would find that. And honestly, I can't really nitpick stuff because I have to judge it as the remake of a game. The issues that the game had is still kind of in the game. If there was any issues, like maybe like the wonky or the net play or stuff like that, that's still in the game. You know, like I remember there's a couple times I get invaded and like, you know, it's a little laggy and stuff like that. That was always the classic, you know, but you know, I guess you just take it a hit ahead because it is a, you know, PvP in Souls games has always been a little janky. I think the best PvP honestly was Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 3 did a pretty decent job of trying to have like separate arenas and stuff like that, because that's community stuff, and that's actually a kudos that I'll say for Demon Souls and the Soul series going forward is that in Demon Souls they had PvP areas that I did show you guys specifically. This is an area that people PvP'd. This is an area where you got invaded. This was an area you would find help. I designated that to most people. But like they took that and then kept that same thing from Demon Souls and put it in Dark Souls. And eventually in Dark Souls 3 they even had like an arena system where people can actually PvP, because PvP in the Souls game has been a big thing from the beginning. And I don't think they intended it to, but it was huge in Demon Souls. Like it was like a whole thing. Like they set a certain soul level. They found out how the soul level system works. Like, oh, everyone meet at 150 or everyone meet at 50 or 100 or whatever like that. So you would actually make sure that no matter how many new game pluses that you played, you would make sure that you were a certain level with the certain weapons and stuff like that. So it just created this crazy community that I loved, that I was kind of a part of, as far as like, you know, going on looking at what people are what their builds were, the mage build, the dexterity build, the strength build. I was doing a mage kind of hybrid weird build, and then I would start eventually, once I had enough faith in magic, I would then start getting my HP and stamina up just to kind of balance things out. But it's a really intricate game, and I think that if you don't go into it, like if you don't go into it and like really like deep dive into some of the stuff, let me just show you guys a little bit of taste of the Wikipedia page that I was even finding from Demon Souls, and just to get like a taste of some of the stuff that you could do in the game that I didn't really have the supreme time to go through every single little detail and things like that. Let me just see, what can I show you guys? Like, just for example, right? So like, look at this, like these swords, each like weapon, each demon or boss that you beat in the game actually has like a weapon or a spell or a miracle attached to it. So just imagine me trying to show you guys all the weapons. This by the way, this is the axe that I lost to in like the last video. Got bought by this axe. It's really strong. I got the Insanity Catalyst, but if I even go to the Golden Demon Soul, right? The Golden Demon Soul not only can be turned into the Homing Soul Arrow, it also could be turned into Soul Thirst from Yuria, which I didn't even show you guys Yuria. It's a completely different quest line. There's multiple different quest lines in the game. Yuria is really cool because you have to actually be wearing a specific outfit just to meet up with her, or if you don't come in with that outfit, she literally will try to kill you. It's kind of weird. There's another quest line that I spoke about where there's a guy that tells you to assassinate a bunch of people in the game. Like, please go kill this person, kill this person, kill this person. And it's like, wait, what? And then you get to fight that person, and they give you specific items in the game. There's a ton of quests in the game. I could actually, if I really wanted to, since I don't really have too many games to do, I could actually show you guys some of this stuff if you guys were really interested into it, because, you know, it wouldn't be too bad. But as I'm saying here, like, you know, she has certain things. There's certain, like the Firestorm. This is from the Dragon Demon Soul. So like, either you get one of the best spells in the game that does like the most damage, or you get God's Wrath, which is like that big AoE faith spell, or you can get the Fireball, which is what I got, and I completely forgot because I definitely would have got Firestorm from Yuria instead, because it's absolutely obnoxious. It's like the most obnoxious thing I think I've ever seen as far as a spell in the game. It's so cool, and they kept that spell in each iteration of Souls, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But that's what I'm just talking about. And this game has depth, and all the Souls games have this level of depth, but just to know that this is where it came from is what throws me over. It's kind of like how I play Ratchet and Clank, and to see how they've kept certain themes and how they added on to certain stuff, it just brings joy to my soul. And Soul series, all right, but I just can't. It just I don't know. Playing through it was a fun thing, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And I definitely recommend anyone to play. The fact that I still got invaded, there's still people online, there's still people playing it, just goes to show you that this game came out. When did this game come out? This game came out November 12th. 2020. So it came out it's literally almost a year old. It's literally almost a year old that this game came out, and it's still active. Like, you know, like probably not super active, but it's still active. That's kind of nuts. That's kind of crazy. All in all, great game. I definitely would recommend it. For first timers, it will be a blast, because at least you don't have to deal with like certain graphical stuff. Like, it won't look as ugly. You're getting like the best visual representation of the game, so that's great for you guys. For OGs that played it, it's definitely like, oh man, like the the PTSD and the trauma. You're like, oh, like when I was in the poison area, like I would just look around and be like, dude, I remember running over there and like dying. I remember doing this. I remember summoning. I remember being summoned. I remember like all the flashbacks are worth it. You can also, especially if you've already played it, wait till it gets cheaper. I think it's down to like $49.99, I think right now. So you can just wait until the game is cheaper. It's not like you need to immediately relive the experience. It's gonna be a great time whenever you get to play in it. I would love to just get all the spells. That was actually the first thing that I did when I first played. I got every single spell because I wanted to be the ultimate mage. The game wasn't complete until I got every single spell in the game. And miracle, sorry, spell and miracle, which on average, just from the thing I just showed you, the fireball, so that's one playthrough, boom, because you can't duplicate souls, right, unless you're cheating. But the fireball, then the firestorm, that's another playthrough. Then you have to do another playthrough to get the God's Wrath. That's 3 times I'd have to beat the game and just to do all that. And I think that's around, if you want to get everything, because there's certain weapons that they have different splits like I showed you. So you would then get the weapons. So then I got the Insanity Catalyst, and so the next playthrough I would get the Homing Soul Arrow, and the next playthrough I would get like something else. So you would have every single thing, but the game obviously gets harder. The enemies hit harder, you take more damage, so it would be a little bit hard to do, but that's what I probably would do summons. And again, if you guys want to see me do something weird or kooky or soul level 1 run or some, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but if you guys want to see something kooky a little bit more into the game, let me know. I doubt that I'll get that, but you know, the offer is there. The offer is there if we get enough likes and comments and stuff like that. I'm more than willing to play this a little bit more, since it is going to be a little bit of a drought, I think, for the month of September. I don't think anything's coming out in the month of September. YFOs in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about Demon Souls, the remake on the PlayStation 5. Next thing, like I said, we're gonna test out some World Flipper because I just want to test that out. Some other games, trailers, I think that we saw, looking out for that XCOM game that's next year. So I don't know what we're doing for the rest of this month, but look forward to it. And of course, as you guys will know, if you guys have any suggestions of games that are coming out, or games that are already out that maybe I missed. I saw something called like ARM or something like that, or like look like a Mega Man game with a rat and an armor suit. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna be playing stuff, you know. You guys know the new direction of the channel. I'm just playing stuff. So yeah, YFOs in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, and just remember that every day the Kashino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.